What's good everyone, it's Arishus back with another video. Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to make your own Minecraft server. I really think that it's gonna be useful. I'm pretty sure lots of you guys wanted to have your own server. So first things first, if you're making a Minecraft server, it means that somebody should join you. For that you will need to open port on your computer. So there are lots of ways that you can open your port, but I will show you how I actually do this. For this you will need to download uTorrent. I'll show you how it's done. If you guys have already opened the ports, just skip this step. Just simply go to utorrent.com, swipe down, and there will be uTorrent Classic. Hit on download uTorrent Classic and choose the free one. Download now, and the download will begin. Press on keep. Open uTorrent. It's gonna extract some files, and there will pop up a window which will ask you, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Of course we need to agree to this. Then we will need to just simply install this application. Personally I don't like Opera browser, so I uncheck this box. Otherwise it will download Opera browser, which is a horrible browser. I don't really like it. Let's go. Just simply install the application, and you can choose here whatever you want. You can create some shortcuts and stuff. I will just hit next. Here also you should press next. It will need a couple of seconds to install, and that's it. Press finish, and the uTorrent will start automatically. Here is how it actually looks like. This is the default interface of uTorrent. Now it's time to show you guys how to actually open a port using uTorrent. First you have to go to options, then go down to preferences, then there should be the fifth one in the list. Just click on connection, and there will be port used for incoming connections, and right next to it will be written the port that you want to open. Just simply type whatever you want, like the default Minecraft port is 255.65, and then just enable all the things that I have enabled already, this one, this, and this one. Then just simply press on apply and OK. Now you can go back to Google. Just simply go to website portchecker.co, which will help you to check if the port is open or not. In the second line you will have to type the port you opened before in uTorrent. It was 255.65, and just simply hit on check. If there's gonna be a text open in green, it means that we have already opened the port, so we can simply move to the next tab, which is downloading some server files and setting up the server. So let's go. And the next thing you should do is go to the website called getbucket.org. And there's lots of versions that you can download for your server. Like the latest one is 1.14.4 currently, so I'll go for that. It's the spigot one, I think. Yeah, it's the spigot you're about to download. Just hit that one and press on keep. Well, next thing guys that you will need to do is create a folder and name it, I don't know, test server. Then simply get into the folder. As you guys see, our download has finished. Just simply take this file and move into your folder, the folder we recently opened. This file, the jar file, is actually the core of our server. Just make it simple, just rename it to spigot, and that's it. Well guys, the next thing that we will need to do is create a text file. It's gonna be the text document, and just simply get in the doc, write the code that I will put it in description. You can even find online, which I personally did. This command actually determines how much of RAM are you going to use. For example, this is 1G, it means 1 gigabyte. I think I'm gonna go for 1 gigabyte, which I think is fine. It's gonna work perfectly for up to 20 players, I think. Guys, as you remember, we renamed our core and we set it on spigot.jar, so put the same name right there, spigot.jar, and that's it. Then simply go to file and click on save as, then choose all files right there. There's gonna be the text documents, which is always the default, so go for all files, then rename your text run.bat. Then simply just close this window, we don't need this anymore, and just simply delete the new text document. We don't need this. Actually guys, this file helps us to run the server, either close it or stop, I don't know. So you can manage that way. Let's just simply double click on it and the server will start. There it says that the server will start in 20 seconds, so we have to wait a little bit. Then it's gonna load the libraries. The console will stop automatically because we have to agree to EULA. Just simply open the EULA file and there will be written EULA false, and simply change it to true and just simply save it, file, save, and just close it. Then run the server again. In the latest versions of Minecraft course, there's usually errors. Just don't pay attention on that. And now we have to set up our server properties, like the settings file. For this, we'll need to go to Windows search button and just type cmd command prompt, enter in it, and type ipconfig. And there will be written all the IP addresses that you have currently, but we'll only need IPv4 address, and just copy the one which is next to it. For example, mine is 192.168.1.8. Just simply copy that or even rewrite in your server properties. To open the server properties, we'll need the notepad, at least the normal notepad. I usually use Notepad++, which I highly recommend you guys. But for now, let's use the notepad, the default one, and just open. Well, as you guys see, there's a bunch of settings that you can change, either set. The only thing that we will need now is the IP address. So we can manually set our IP address, which is going to be our IPv4, which I recently copied in CMD. Just type the IPv4 address that you have. For example, mine is 192.168.1.8. And then just go to file and save. Guys, there's also a bunch of settings that you can set. For example, the MOTD, the server name. The default server name is always a Minecraft server, so you can change it to, I don't know. You can manage the settings later, I think. Let's just simply run our server because we are already done with it. I'll also run my Minecraft. As you guys know, we are using 1.14.4 servers, so we have to run 1.14.4 Minecraft as well. By the way, guys, if you're gonna turn off the uTorrent, the server will automatically turn off as well. As you guys know, we use uTorrent just to open our ports, but uTorrent is actually made for different purposes. Let's just simply go to add server. Well, guys, if you want to connect to the server from the computer you made the server, you just have to use the IPv4 address, not your real IP. We'll talk about a little bit later. Let's just write down our IP and see if it's working. You can actually include the port as well. Well, since it's the default Minecraft port, which is 255.65, you don't actually have to include it, so you can just simply write the IPv4 address. Now I'm gonna be using the both of them, the IP plus the port. So let's just hit done. Well, as you guys see, there's a server called the Minecraft server, which is actually ours. Let's just simply enter in it. As you guys see, there's lots of beautiful places that you can visit in your server, I think. Well, it was how to connect to your server from the computer you made the server. If you want the others to join your server, you will need to include your real IP address. Just simply go to Google and search for ipchicken.com, and there will be written your IP address. If you want your friend to join your server, just simply copy the IP address that you have, then insert the port next to it. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be the port we opened. Then simply copy all the things up and send it to your friend and tell them to add the server and their server list, so that way they can join you and you can play together all day every day. You can even add some plugins and stuff for more fun. If you're gonna go for serious project or something, you can even download lots of plugins. I don't know. You can even add some mini games, skyblock, and lots of things. Well, guys, that was all for today's video, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate that, and I'm really sorry that I was away for, I don't know, about a month. So I think I will focus on YouTube a little bit more. I don't want you guys to disappoint you, but I will try to upload at least 2 videos in a week. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you in the next video. Bye.